What up, what up? Yo, don't ever submit to being an every other weekend dad. Don't ever submit to being an every other weekend dad. Or you just gonna be playing a catch-up dad. That's what you're gonna be. If you submit to every other weekend dad, you're just gonna be playing catch-up. You won't be in relevant time. You won't be raising your son in relevant time. You'll miss out on a lot because you submit and accept the core order of having your visitation take place every other weekend. Nah, you cannot let your kids know that you're only available to them every other weekend. Your kids got to know that you're available for them 24/7. Every other weekend? Nah, not acceptable. You mean 4 days out of the month, 48 days a year, 48 days. If you submit to an every other weekend dad, if you submit in being a every other weekend dad, you will see your child 48 days out of a whole year. Unacceptable. Don't submit to that. Be available 24/7. In between those every other weekend, you got to let yourself be seen. You got to let your children know that you're available 24/7. You're willing to see them. If it's just a minute, if it's just an hour, if it's just half a day, don't ever submit in being an every other weekend dad. How would you feel only seeing your kids 48 days out of the whole year? You won't be molding your child. You won't be molding them. That's really not raising your child. You'll be playing catch up. That's all you'll be doing. Playing catch up. You ain't see your kids for 2 weeks. And now you're playing catch up. You don't really know what's going on. Can't allow yourself to be playing catch up all day. You can't submit in being a catch up, playing catch up dad. You can't submit to that. That's unacceptable. You got to fight for your kids. You got to fight for your time. You got to let your child know that you're there 24/7. So what you do? Huh? You pick them up from school. You take them to school. You surprise them in school. When they're in school, you surprise them. You know what I'm saying? You surprise them in school. You pick them up from school. You ask, can you take them to school? Let's say your baby mama don't allow you to take them to school. You know what you do? You show up in school yourself. You show up early. You in front of the school. And let's say your baby mama is about to drop your son or your daughter off. They're going to see you. Those 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, they'll be so happy to see you. They'll be thinking about you all day while they're in school. And you know what's going to happen? The kids are going to be putting pressure on their mother. Can daddy pick me up from school? Daddy, are you going to pick me up? Notify their teachers that you're always available. Get the numbers, get the emails of all your kids' teacher. Text them, call them, email them. Insert yourself in your children's school. So the teachers, you know what I'm saying, there's a project, there's some homework. If they're doing good, if they're doing bad, if they need some work, if they need some tutoring, you will be notified. You don't have to go through the baby mother. You don't have to go through their mother. How's the kids doing in school? How's their teachers? And now you got to communicate with the mother. You don't got to do that. Communicate straight with the teacher. Have a direct line with their teachers. Tell the teacher that you want to be emailed. Tell the teacher that you want every information and how their kids is doing in school. So then the teacher will know, okay, I'm calling mommy and I'm calling daddy. You understand? Tell the judge. Just going to let you know, when are you available to seeing your kids? You tell the judge, I'm available all the time. I work here, I work there, but I'm available for my kids 24/7. I'm available for my kids 24/7. The paperwork says every other weekend, that doesn't mean you see your kids every other weekend. Stop playing catch up. You got to raise your kids in relevant time. You got to know exactly what's going on in their everyday life. Health is very important, right? What's the number one thing? Health. You want to let them know that you're available to take your kids to their doctor's appointment, to their dentist appointment. And if there's an issue there where, oh, she's gonna take the kids to the doctor's appointment, she don't need you to take them to the doctor's appointment, you don't even gotta fight that. Insert yourself in having a relationship with their doctors. Notify the doctors, their dentists, that you're always available and want every information when your kids go to see their doctors, when your kids see their dentists. You want to be notified. You want to get those emails, right? How about this? You want to know how healthy is your kids. That's your job. Hey, you even pay child support for your children's health. So why you're not in the hospital? Why you're not in the doctor's appointment? You know what you do? You call the doctor. You let them know when they have an appointment. You show up. Your ex or your baby mother may be like, what are you doing here? I'm here to see my kid. I'm here to know what's going on with my children. I'm here to see what's going on with my child. I want to know if he's good. I want to see if he's healthy. So when I have him or I have her, I know exactly what I got to give them, what type of medicine they take, how I need to nurture their health, if they got low iron, things of that nature, so you can know, so you can understand how to feed your children, how to feed your kids. You don't have to go through the baby mother every time. You insert yourself into your child's health by inserting yourself, by notifying the doctors that you're always available. You understand? You show up in the hospital, you show up in their appointments, and your child is going to see you. You understand? I'm here for my child. I'm just here for the appointment. In your child's health, notify the doctors that you're available at all times. Notify the doctors that they better give you every information on what's going on with your child's health. Okay? Build that relationship with their doctors. Build that relationship with their teachers. Let your kids know that you're available 24/7. You're not a catch-up dad. You're an everyday dad. You're a 24/7 dad. Do not submit to being an every other weekend dad, because your child is going to think, my dad is only available on this Friday, Saturday, and he drops me off on Sunday. And then if you keep on doing that every time, every month, every year, your child will think that you're not available on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. You got to insert yourself in your children's health, because what happens? What happens if your child gets hurt? What happens what happened when your child gets hurt? What happened if your child is highly sick? You know who's going to be in the hospital? You and the mother. God forbid, if it's life-threatening, who's going to be in the hospital? Who's going to make some decisions? You and the mother. So insert yourself. Sometimes she want to go out to the club and she want to have an outing, and maybe she has a boyfriend and she wants to go on a date. All those times when you hear, oh, she's out, she's in this place. Now you pick your son up or your daughter up from the cousin, from the aunt, from the mother. You want to collect all those in between those every other weekend moments. You want to insert yourself, even if it's for a minute, 10 minutes, half a day. Parent-teachers conference. You don't got to go through the mother. Both of you will be in parent-teachers conference, because you have that relationship with the teacher. Are you going to come to parent-teachers conference? You figure out the time. Let's say she makes the appointment to see the teacher. You notify the teacher. She emails both of you. Insert yourself in your children's life every day. Make sure that you're a 24/7 dad. Make sure that your children know that you're going to be there 24/7, that you are there 24/7, regardless if they sleep over every other weekend. Okay? Don't submit. Make sure, especially when you're in court, Make sure that you let them know that, yeah, y'all want me to see my child every other weekend, but I'm available 24/7. 24/7. She gives you attitude. What you doing here? I'm here for my children, for my child's health. What you doing here? I'm here for my child's health. That's it. What you doing here in school? I'm here to see my child. That's it. No need to further explain yourself. I'm here for my child. I'm here for my child. I'm here for my child. I want to know if he's healthy. I'm concerned. I'm worried. I want to know exactly who is my child, what my child has, if my child is healthy. I want to know every ins and outs of my child. I want to know every piece of information. You know why you want to know every piece of your child's information? Because you have the right to know everything. You're the father. At the end of the day, it will be you responsible for your child. You just don't want to show up in the hospital when there's an emergency. You want to show up to the doctor when everything is okay. When everything is okay. All right? And it's not about being combative. You don't have to be combative. All you have to do is communicate with everybody else around your child. Teachers, doctors, family members, her family members. Communicate. Be responsible. Communicate. I know you don't want to let people know about your business, but for your child and for the relationship of your children, for you to have a great relationship with your children, let people know what you're going through. People will understand. Logical people will understand. Okay? They will understand. Real people respect real parents. Real people respect real mothers and fathers. You got to be real about your fatherhood. You got to be real that you are willing to sacrifice for your children. Time and everything else. All right? Don't submit. Don't accept. Don't be weak. You understand? Be a 24/7 dad. Be a 24/7 dad. Always know and always let your children know that you're there for them 24/7. You're a call away. You're a moment away. You're available 24/7. Okay?